We'll do it live. We'll do it live. F it.
Everybody gets one.
I'm feeling a little dry here. But hey, everybody, it's Alex and Real here. Everybody gets one. Sam is sick, I assume.
Yeah,
Tia is
AFK.
traveling around the world, I assume. And so you got us, and we have a special guest with us here. I Heart Comics. Burr, 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 burr. I still don't have a soundboard, so I'm gonna make sounds.
Yeah, give us your best introduction there, man. Let everybody know who you are.
Man, I'm just an admin over on iHeart Comics 3K on Instagram. Just supporting the cosplay community, reposting, and just being part of the community there. Been doing it for a few years now, and big fan of the MCU, DC Universe, or DCU, however you want to call it, and a lot of other stuff. So glad to be here.
All right, excellent.
Hey.
So hey, I noticed your shirt there. So
Like
just
that?
right off of that, I know
Okay.
you and Alex are gonna have something in common there. I'm a little bit of a fighting game fan, but I'm not as into it as you two guys probably are. I'm assuming.
You ain't getting Street Fighter 6?
I'm gonna get it. I'm not the hugest fighting game fan anymore, just because I can't do it competitively, man. Like,
Nah, I
it's
can't
just,
do it competitively either.
it's just too much for me. But yeah, I like to jump in there. Street Fighters, Mortal Kombat here and there, and I was a big fan of the Injustice games.
Okay.
You know, I did not get into the Injustice games because obviously it's owned by Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
Warner Brothers owns
NetherRealm.
NetherRealm, so
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat style fighting. I just don't like. You know what messes me up is the way they kind of float in the air. That up jump, it's weird, and then that
It is kind of
uppercut.
weird.
I'm
It
not
is
a
kinda weird.
I don't know. It just feels too weird. I'm not a fan.
It makes sense for the DC characters though. The kind of floating Superman, Wonder Woman.
No, but
Even-
you see how that straight uppercut, it's the feeling of the game. Like nobody would get hit up like that and then fly straight up and fall down. There's no real fluid motion to it.
It does have its specific feel, but I think kind of you're just playing through the story is the most fun part. And I was actually pretty impressed. They had some good DLC I forget how many years ago it came out now, but they had all 4 Ninja Turtles, which was pretty cool.
What?
Yeah. You should check it out.
Oh shit! Now I gotta buy Injustice.
I know. Look, I'll put it to you like this. I actually like it. I'm not a huge DC fan, but I like Injustice. I think the story is cool. I'm okay with the gameplay. The physics, like you're saying, aren't very true to reality. But it's smooth, and it's pretty. It seems the game is balanced. I want to say that it's more balanced than say I don't know what's a fighting game that's incredibly
Smash
imbalanced. Smash, you think?
Smash. I love Smash though. Don't. I'm not Smash community. Please do not attack me. I play Smash.
Who's your go-to?
Smash. My go-to is Link. I've been playing Link since Melee, so I cannot abandon Link. I even bought a game. Well, of course, because I had Melee, but I had Soul Calibur 2 because of Link. Link is my guy.
Yeah.
He's been my guy since GameCube days. So
yeah,
nice.
Going around breaking jars.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So you know what?
Yeah, what are we getting into?
We gotta. Should I address that here or no?
What are you trying to?
Should I bring up some of the shenanigans I've learned? You know what? I'm gonna just talk about a lesson I've learned.
All right.
So, iHeart. You might not know this, but you're probably gonna go back and listen to a couple of episodes of this podcast later on. I tend to gratuitously use. I think I said that right. Gratuitously use the N-word.
Excessively. Would probably be the better. Yeah.
I'm an excessive user of the N-word.
Doesn't bother me.
I call everyone the N-word. You can be a person, an animal, a tree, a rock. You're the N-word. to me.
I can co-sign.
Yeah, he definitely could co-sign because he warned his friends ahead of time, and they were like, "Oh, no, he's good." And then it just let the alcohol get him, and it just started going.
Are we going to open with this story? We're opening with this.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to say names and details, but I'll be a little detailed. How about this? I'll just tell you all this. I've learned a lesson, you guys. All right, you can't use the N-word around everyone because some people will take that word and then use it on others. All right.
Yeah.
So all my fans who actually like me calling everybody in, see, you got your first one. That might be some of the last. I'm gonna put a bleep right there. You'll ever hear in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost got somebody hurt, and I felt so bad. Bad.
So this is iHeart Comics. This is a MagFest story, which just happened. What, last week?
Yeah,
that was last week. Yeah. So we were all together at MagFest, hanging out at a room party, and Alex was handing the.
Oh no! You got to tell the whole story. You can't just say I was doing it. No. Well, I heard a word, and it triggered me.
I don't remember. What was the word that you heard that triggered
Somebody said something about racism.
Oh, yeah. Well,
so I said, I know a lot about racism. I'll give my 2 cents.
I warned everyone in the room. Mind you, we were in a room of a Cambodian guy, a Chinese guy, a Hawaiian and something else guy, a Jewish guy, and
I don't think you can say that anymore on YouTube.
I have no idea. And African American girl who I'm friends with. So like I said, we're not going to give any names here. And
someone
Alex,
that they claim was Italian over and over again.
Yeah. So Alex decided to toss the N-word into the middle of the room like a knife fight for someone to pick up and use. And unfortunately, the Chinese guy picked it up and used it on an unassuming person who walked into the room who did not take to it.
Who did not hear the conversation prior.
Yes.
So he walked in hearing, "What's up?"
What was the ethnicity of the person that walked in?
Black.
Yeah. Which that was the twist of the knife.
Yeah.
So and then that spiraled into that guy leaving the room and coming back with more people.
Interesting.
Yeah. To
and look though, they didn't come back for me. As much as I put the blame on myself, they refused to place any blame on me. They said, no. We need you to move out of the way so we can get to the one behind you. And I'm like, no, I cannot do this. I cannot allow this. This is my fault. I do this. It's like, oh yeah, you threw it, like you said, throwing a knife in a crowd of little children and begging them not to stab each other.
Did he use it with the A or was it a hard R? Like, how did it?
It was with the
A. Yeah, it was with the A.
It don't matter though. It don't matter.
For sure.
I did not know.
It was a sure you can as soon as the guy walked into the room. That made
me feel so bad.
Yeah, to go ahead and bring it full circle.
Yeah, to bring it full circle. Y'all, I want to say on this podcast right now, will I still use the N-word? Of course. Will I throw that knife out there? Never. Never again. People aren't smart. People just aren't smart, and it's not worth it. So, that was my MagFest lesson of the day.
Yeah, and on a future pod, we'll have one of the people who was there in that room that night here to fill in the totality of that story.
Are we going to bring the good version of me on, or
I don't know? Is there one?
We can't bring the girl on because
that's exactly who I was thinking about.
No, she said. I think she said she can't be on because of work. Well, maybe we'll negotiate. We'll see what she can and can't do and can't say.
Yeah.
But it was hilariously chaotic,
Yes,
but also scary at the same time.
very
Yeah,
much.
but there's a lot of uncomfortable people in that room, right?
Oh,
100%.
everyone was uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I didn't want to go back in there, but the dude who was mad, he was like, no, you already know how your part that you played in it. It ain't on you, it's on that dude, because apparently that dude has been playing that thin line. He's basically Ben Shapiro. He's been playing that thin line, apparently, and they know that he does that a lot. So that's why they were mad at him.
yeah. All right, so let's bring the people to what today's episode is really about. That was just a little introduction.
Yeah, that's just a little tidbit for you.
That was a precursor.
So yeah, don't be mad if you don't hear the N-word like 50 million times. And come on, think about it. I'm saying N-word. When do I say that?
Yeah, that's usually me.
Exactly. But yeah, today's episode is actually about, my favorite subject, Disney Plus and Marvel. And my disappointment. So, basically phase 4 is closed, right? We're on phase 5 now, pretty much. And I am severely disappointed. Remember, we were talking in our little back channel, what is it, like 2 days ago or a day ago, about how, there were some good movies there, but I said, it was 2 out of 5 2 out of 7 out of all the movies that came out. I forgot about the shows that are also included into this, and all the specials that are included into this, the one shots that also envelop the
Phase 4.
the MCU. Yeah, phase 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to do a quick grade episode, and we're gonna go one by one, and we're gonna give a grade to every single thing that has come out in Marvel phase 4. And I'm gonna just jump it off with the opening of phase 4, which was WandaVision. Trash, yay, nay.
All right, so
Excellent.
you know what? I Heart Comics, this is your first time being on the show. So just to give you a heads up, my grade on pretty much everything, movies, TV shows, and normal occurrences, if I didn't like it, it's trash. If I like it, I'll give it just a I can dig it. I'm with it. It'll get something vague, but if I really didn't like it, it's trash. So as a matter of fact, we're probably gonna make trash T-shirts with your trash emoji on.
Yeah, that's gonna be our
we have with the Ego podcast. So that I'm just giving you that as a like my personal grading system that's kind of spread throughout some of the other hosts.
Yeah.
So, but you go first. For each show that we named, you give your thoughts on it and what your grade would be on it. How you would grade. I don't know whether you want to do a 1 from 10 or whatever your personal.
Yeah, we don't follow rules here.
Yeah, I'll do a grade out of 5, and I'll just do grades out of 5. So we were talking WandaVision first.
WandaVision.
I honestly am gonna give WandaVision like a 3. I feel like it didn't. I just feel like WandaVision was trying to do something that hasn't necessarily been done yet. The first 2 episodes kind of like I was like a shocker. I feel like for many people, myself included, with they were like back in time and like the 50s and 60s, each decade they went through. So it was a little bit different there, right? So I think it tightened up a little bit towards the end. Gave us a little bit more of an MCU feel. Got a little bit of sadness and grief there with Wanda and Vision, obviously. So I give it a 3. I wasn't super impressed by it, but it was fine.
Okay. 3, so right in the middle. 3 is right in the middle there. You're giving it about like a 50%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna give it a meh, which is basically a 3. Like it did start off slow. I was excited for it just because we're finally getting Disney Plus shows that are Marvel. So of course I was happy. And to see all those little clues in those initial episodes where everything's black and white, but then you get certain things that are color, and then certain sounds even mattered. Like there were so little, all these little tiny clues. Me as a fan, I was more distracted by the clues and not realizing how boring like the first
I think that was.
episodes.
I think that happened to a lot of people. I was definitely trying to figure out what was going on. Like, what does this mean? What does that mean? How come this is painted red over here and everything else is in black and white? There was a lot of that going on. But then I think those clues didn't necessarily materialize the way that people wanted them to. I honestly, I feel like that's kind of some of the things that Disney Plus shows kind of nothing really materializes out of these shows that much,
right?
Or as much as people want them to.
Yeah,
so I think that's what we'll probably end up saying about most of the shows. If you guys have already.
Yeah,
that's actually a good observation. That's a reoccurring theme. Like, no payoff. Like, where is this going? What does this mean? Like, who cares?
And that's one of my problems with the shows, and I don't mean to jump ahead, but it's just like you invest the time into these shows, and they end up being kind of reminds me of like when you back in the day, if you watch like something like Saved by the Bell or just like a regular sitcom, it's like a 30-minute it's just enclosed in one episode, and then nothing really matters outside of that. Like there's no continuity in those shows, but I mean obviously there's continuity here, but just it doesn't mean anything, right? Like, do the consequences of what happened in any of these shows, are they going to matter in the MCU movies? Like, I think Loki, clearly something's going to happen there, but like not many of the other shows give off too much consequence or results from the things that happen. But
definitely agreed.
Now to kind of play devil's advocate on that, I agree with you guys. I would give WandaVision probably a 3.5. If I'm gonna go with your grading scale on today's episode because I like that. I think I need to be a little more concise. And the reason I give it a 3.5 is I think the acting was solid. You had two great actors. You had Paul Bettany. You had Elizabeth Olsen, which they're fantastic. They got to play around in different time periods, which was very cool. Welcome back, Camille.
Oh, hey, I didn't know that you let me in. Hi, guys.
Yeah, okay. We are we're giving our grades for each one of the Marvel Phase 4 projects, and we're starting with Disney Plus stuff. We're talking WandaVision right now.
All right. I love WandaVision. Continue.
Oh, we got a lover of it.
Yes. So you haven't been spoiled by what we've said before, so we're going to get your honest opinion of it.
All right.
So I'm going to finish mine, and then you can go ahead and go next. Okay. So in Multiverse of Madness, WandaVision was referenced. So there was a very small part of payoff for the Disney Plus show into the larger MCU. It was very minuscule. So hopefully to build curiosity in the audience who was there in the movie theater watching. Like, what are they talking about in this scene? Okay, let me go back and watch WandaVision. But yeah, I would say the biggest things were the acting. Her finally actually becoming the Scarlet Witch.
That was tight.
The origin of that I thought was really cool. And showing her as a kid and like what happened when the Stark missile, came into their home and all that. I feel like the background was cool that it gave you, like things that were spoken about in the movies, but we never actually got to see. We got to see in the television show. So I was like, okay, well, at least the time spent is giving us something. It's giving us some visualization of things that were spoken about in the, the grand scheme. But yeah, it could have been stronger. It was a gamble, like you said, with the first two episodes being the black and white and the old kind of feel of the shows. It got to let the actors kind of play and have fun, which I appreciate. That's cool. You got to keep the actors entertained and on their toes.
I do remember hearing something about, I don't know how true it is if you guys heard about this, but the tough time that they had producing some of these shows because of COVID, and whether that was like some of the shows are a result of that or not. I'm not sure, but I did hear like some rumblings of like, hey, there was a tough time and like rescheduling of a bunch of things that might have been added to the show that didn't get added or some of that stuff.
Right.
So, I guess we got to take that into consideration as well.
Right. True. No doubt about that. I 100% agree with that. Yeah, COVID kind of really set a lot of things back, put people into writing rooms, special effects, which we know all Marvel projects are heavy special effects extravaganzas. So yeah, it probably created people working from home, so, resources. But I'm going to hand it off to you, Camille. Before you give us your opinion and review of WandaVision, let everybody know who you are. And,
Well, I'm Camille. Yeah, so I cosplay. I'm from Ohio, and I guess that's kind of small relative to where you guys are now. But what rating scale are we using for this? Is it like 1 to 10?
Oh, we don't have rules here. So,
Okay.
So whatever your personal scale, we don't have rules here. Rio's bottom
I'm a little
scale.
bit biased.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm a little bit biased.
Disciple.
Yeah, because I feel like I didn't really enjoy Loki and what was the other one? Winter Soldier. What was the name of the
Falcon and
the Winter Soldier?
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that as much. So I feel like I'm a little bit biased because out of the three, I feel like that was my favorite and probably the best in comparison. Loki was a little bit slow paced for my taste. And I mean, I do like the slow burn, but it was a little bit slow paced for my taste. And so I kind of lost interest midway through. I'm not going to lie. You look disappointed. You look disappointed. But I think the time period for like with the black and white and what they were going for, like with the 50s, I did enjoy that. And so that's why I'm a little bit biased because I do like movies that are based in that time period and how they kind of went through, to the 70s to modern day. And of course, the main character, she's an amazing actress as well. So a lot of biased opinions here.
Hey.
Okay. All right.
Bias is okay. Bias is okay.
So what would you what would be your rating scale for WandaVision?
In comparison to everything else that Marvel has done leading up to that, I would have to say it's kind of low. It's high compared, like I said, to Loki and the other one, but I would say it's kind of low compared to the other stuff. So if we had to say 1 to 10, I would say like a 6.
Okay. Okay.
And that's kind of high because Loki for me, I mean, I did enjoy Loki, but like I said, I couldn't get through the whole thing. And maybe I just need to rewatch it. Like I fell asleep a couple of times, but compared to Loki and the other one, I can't even remember the name of the other one because I fell asleep on the other one too. I'm not gonna lie. So
You're breaking my heart.
You're just sleeping. It's okay.
Maybe I'm sleepy. It was just a little bit slow paced for my taste, like I said.
Yeah. No, I hear you. All right. That's honest. Look, we're getting honest.
I'm late to the party, so I didn't get to hear everyone else's opinions before I said.
No,
I said that's my honest opinion.
We were I said meh, so it was like a 3. iHeart said 3.
Oh my
I think
goodness.
Rio said basically
Out of 5.
Yeah, these are out of 5.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm like a 3 out of 10.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, what would that be out of 10? That would be like what, 6? So we're all on par. We're all on par.
Yeah, so
6, yeah.
We're both on 6. Yeah.
Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better.
All right, the next one on the list. Oh, what the fuck? Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So here we go. Well, we know who fell asleep on it, so we'll give her that was trash. Rio's favorite word. Trash. I guess I'll put a trash can somewhere in here.
I'm not gonna give Falcon and the Winter Soldier trash. I had an appreciation for it because of certain episodes. But before I go into mine, let me let iHeart take the floor and give us your.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go maybe a 4 here. I think there were some episodes that were misses, but I think that they had some themes in there that kind of kept me interested throughout. I wanted to see what happened with them, and I don't know if it was completely executed perfectly. I also think it came out in a very interesting time period for people in general overall. So I think there's no thoughts around that. But I guess I'll just go. I'll say it's a 4 for me. I think it was one of the better shows. It gave me the Russo brothers feel, kind of, and that's kind of something that we were familiar with in the MCU. So I like the introduction of the characters that we got there. So I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Let me go ahead and take it from there. I like that. Whew.
Don't disappoint me, Rio.
Don't
you do it.
Nah, I'm gonna have to give this one another 3.5.
This must be your favorite one.
What? No,
it's one of.
Actually not. It's like, well, yeah. Well, for me, Falcon and Winter Soldier is my favorite.
Okay.
But like you said, they introduced new characters. They introduced Isaiah Bradley, which was the Black Captain America through the comics. If you read Red, White, and Black, that's the origin of that character. Fantastic comic. And I never would have thought that they would have introduced that character into the MCU. So that was a thumbs up from me. This is such a weird critique though. The final costume was too comic accurate, and that's such a strange thing to say, but like Sam's Captain America costume in the comic it looks great in the comic, but it just doesn't translate well to live action. And I mean, and like for example, even Captain America in the first Avenger, that it looks silly. Like when he was wearing his comic accurate outfit, in that movie, it looks silly.
It kind of
the one where he's being the Star-Spangled Man with a plan?
Yes. but by the time you get to Endgame, it looks fantastic. Like that Captain America outfit was great. So sometimes they just it needs to have more of a keep true to the comic book, but also at the same time
splash some reality in there.
Yeah, give it more of a utilitarian, look. So where it looks like, all right, somebody would wear that if they were going into combat. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so that was one of my problems with the last episode, because that's when it was introduced, and it was also supposed to be like made in Wakanda. And I just do not see Wakanda making a costume red, white, and blue for anybody. Like, that didn't make any sense to me. So that kind of threw me off too. But the themes, like you said, I think the themes were great, especially for the time period that they came out. The interaction, us being able to see Bucky and Sam interacting together like brothers who don't get along, I thought that was awesome. But they also had the camaraderie, and they had their friend through Steve that they had common ground with, and both kind of wanted to carry on his legacy. So that was awesome. But yeah, so 3.5 for me. What's gonna carry over into the movies from that? Don't know. Where the hell is Sam? Is he still Captain America around? Yeah. Well, yeah, the movie's coming out, but I mean, through none of the other films that have come out, nobody knows. He's just kind of. I mean, who's he working for? Like, who are the Avengers anymore? Where's their headquarters? We don't know any of that.
Uptown New York. Oh no, that joint got blown up.
Yeah, they sold that.
No, I'm talking about Uptown. The one Uptown got blown up.
Oh yeah.
They ain't got no home, man. They broke.
Made quick work of that.
And Tony ain't got no money because Tony. Oh man.
Yeah, Tony Pepper's got all the money, and I doubt.
I doubt she's putting any money into the Avengers initiative. She does not want the next building.
You killed my husband. I'm not giving you anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but Camille. So, all right, you gave us your rough thoughts on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but
from what I do remember, because it has been a while since I watched it. I'm not gonna lie. I did enjoy the relationship between the two of them, like you said, the camaraderie. Sometimes having their qualms, but overall, like kind of thinking back on it now, I'm just looking up some things as you're speaking. I actually do think I enjoyed that one quite as much. Maybe even a little bit more than WandaVision. Like now that I think I did finish it, and I did enjoy that a little bit more. Like you said, for the time that it came out, it was spot on, from like what was happening in the world at the time, and then like you said, the introduction of the original, the original, that was a nice touch. I did enjoy that a lot, and that was something actually I did not know. Is that comic accurate or?
Yeah. He was introduced. Okay. Yeah, they made it.
Yeah, I did not know that. So that was also a nice touch. Yeah.
And that character, I think, is also supposed to show up in the Captain America 4 in that movie. So don't quote me on that. That's just what I've heard.
Now we quoting you. Hot take. Rio said it.
So yeah, if I had to give it a number, Like I did fall asleep, and I do remember starting over again, like actually getting through it. If I did have to give it a number, it would definitely be above WandaVision, probably at like a 7 for sure.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
I spoke too soon.
Well, y'all already know. Disney Plus disciple here. To me, of course. Better. Yeah, well, I did like WandaVision at the end though. That was kind of vicious.
Yeah.
With the ruins
Yeah.
and everything. But I will give this a modest 8 out of 10. A modest 8 out of 10.
Modest.
Yeah, very
Right?
modest. Very modest. No bias whatsoever.
Okay.
Now,
I
let
would-
me ask this question real quick. The scale that I'm using, whether it be out of 5 or 10, this is based on the Disney Plus shows. This is not compared next to the movies or anything.
No.
Yeah.
In its own little bubble.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If we had to compare it to movies, we're not even talking about this bullshit.
Yeah.
It's some bullshit.
Not
You
at
don't
all.
want to do that. You don't want to do that. It's some bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Look, people, this is in a microcosm. We are not comparing this to Spider-Man, No Way Home. We are not comparing this to Endgame. We are not
in the
comparing
same
this,
league.
Yeah, nowhere in the same. We are not comparing this to my favorite movie, Infinity War. We will never do that. God bless Thanos and nobody else. But yeah, that was mine. A modest 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Just because I like Rio hated the costume, I shed a tear when I saw the costume. Was it a little too much? Yes, I can admit that, because especially the white, you not flying around in that bullshit at night. I'm gonna see you from a mile away and snipe you down. Like it'll be Call of Duty. I can see a little, the little flash before you. I'm gonna see you. You done. It's Fortnite. I can see you over there dancing. I got you. But
I feel like the suit got a good treatment for it being a TV show and whatever budget they had. I do feel like I could see that suit technically being in a movie for sure. The execution of it, I think, for me, like mostly good, but like you said, like it kind of just. I feel like they need to innovate from the comics to the TV show, and there's something about that just is a little bit off for me.
Yeah.
Now, is it just me, or does it kind of resemble Homelander's costume? Just a little bit.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just a little.
Yeah, don't do that.
You compared him to a borderline Nazi.
No, I'm not comparing to the merit of their character, just the costume.
Well, yeah. I guess. I don't want to see that in my head. I don't. The wings were amazing. You know what the wings reminded me of when he was using them as a shield and stuff. Who watched Spawn?
Oh yeah.
When Clown tried to run him over with the trailer truck, and he took the cape and he turned it into like a metal spear and a shield at the same time and blew it up. I was like, oh, I love these wings. I was in love with those wings.
Yeah, they definitely gave him some good moves and use of the wings and shield. And I give him that.
Yes, amazing. There are too many shows here. I'm gonna speed trial this thing. Loki. I'm gonna tell you mine right now and be really quick. This was the best show. I'm giving this joint. I didn't know what I was expecting with this. Because I went in there, I was like, a Loki show? I want to see this BS. Every single episode, I loved. Hey, this is without bias. This is the best Disney. Oh shit, I'm blurry. This is the best Disney Plus show to come out this whole generation. This phase 4. 10 out of 10. There's no show better than this.
I'm gonna counter you, but I'm gonna wait.
Go ahead.
I Heart, you have the floor.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna agree. Like I honestly, I feel like it is the best show. Is it my favorite? No, but is it the best show? I will say yes. Those can be two different things. I think it is the best show just because I feel like it has so much tied into like what the MCU is probably going to turn into. And I think that the addition of Owen Wilson and his character was pretty cool. I think there's a lot there that we might see in the future phases. So I liked it a lot. I thought, Tom Hiddleston he's never really misses. He's a good Loki. I feel like usually don't really care about that character in terms of like how he's feeling, because he's usually the one that's kind of like, he's the two-timing guy that's always gonna stab you in the back. But there was parts in that show where you're like, man, I kind of feel for this guy. And I like that. I like to be taken on that ride where a character where I don't really care about that much, they make me have feelings for that, and they did that in that show. So the inclusion of Kang towards the end, or and that stuff, like I think it was pretty much like the best show because of that stuff. So I'm going 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. I'll give that 4.5 out of 5.
Okay. Yeah, no. So I agree with everything you said. I don't disagree with any of that. It like you said, as far as the larger MCU, it's gonna have the most impact. Like undisputed. Like you said, Tom Hiddleston, he never misses. The dude loves playing the character. The character loves him. The people who love the character love him as the character. He's as much Loki as Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
the people's Loki.
Yeah, He Who Remains, Jonathan Majors at the end. Marvel couldn't have grabbed a better actor to bring into the MCU after watching him on Lovecraft Country. Mm-hmm. I was like, this guy's he's a star. Like that's
he's it. He's the next big thing, I think. Really, to be honest.
Yeah.
Creed 3.
Oh, Creed.
That man looked like a monster, man.
I'm scared.
Yeah, and Ant-Man, it's a wrap. Like he's getting whatever movie role he wants.
Yeah, I agree.
And Marvel's really good at finding people early, snatching them up before they become Oscar winners. Or after they become Oscar winners, like Mahershala Ali with Blade.
We're still waiting.
Yeah,
whenever that comes out.
Yeah, I know, right? But so I'm gonna give Loki 4. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have anything bad to say about it, but it was not my favorite of the Disney Plus ones, and you'll find out what my favorite is if you even bring it up. If you don't, I'll
no. Yeah. I'm gonna do all the Disney Plus ones straight through because I need to know this.
Okay. All right, Camille.
So for some reason, I was getting Multiverse of Madness mixed up with Loki and my feelings for them. So I definitely did finish Loki. I did watch that all the way through. I did not fall asleep. So I would have to say, like you guys said, relevance wise, definitely going to have the most impact. Story wise, I really enjoyed the ending. I was not expecting that at all. For me, that was kind of like a plot twist. So I did enjoy that. And for Loki, I'm definitely gonna have to put it up there. So I said 7 for probably probably better than WandaVision, but I said I still give that a number 7. So probably the best one. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you too. That's probably the best one. It's coming back to me. It's been about 2 years, I think, since I've watched this. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this one the most, and I'm definitely interested in seeing the impact of this on the other storylines.
Okay. All right. So we're all on the same page, shockingly. I was ready to debate. No, he said he got something for my ass. All right.
Yeah, please do. I want to debate here.
Yeah, Alex and I hardly ever agree.
Yeah, we don't.
It would probably be a black hole. If we ever agree 100%, a black hole will form somewhere in the universe.
Yeah.
So
and destroy us all. Sorry, guys. That includes all of you. All right, let's go to What If. Marvel's What If. I'm gonna keep mine quick again. Damn, this was good too. God damn, and the ending. Okay.
Come on.
I'm gonna stick to the 10 scale. I'm gonna stick to now. I gotta stick to a scale for real.
Come on.
Because I put Loki as a 10. What If is a 9.5. It is right. Damn, it is right there. 9.782. It is right there. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
9.782.
iHeart, what you got? What you got?
So while I was in my head thinking through like what the shows he was going to bring up, I totally forgot about What If.
Yeah,
But
What If was the shit.
It really was. I gotta give this probably a 4.5. Also, I really enjoyed. I just really enjoyed the animation. It was really cool. The stories and the characters you got to see. This is really well done. I think there's maybe one episode that I was like, eh. I think it might have been the Thor episode. I was like, it's fine.
The Thor episode.
Yeah, but all the other ones, I was like, this is dope. This was really cool, and I like how it kind of incorporates into like the actual MCU too. So I'm giving it a 4.5. It is really cool. Like I feel like it's almost very very smart and strategic of them to like kind of like test the beds with this animation and say, hey, maybe we could probably just do this in real life. And they did it basically with Multiverse of Madness, right? So you saw like those characters there. So it's a genius idea, and I think they executed really well.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna give you my grading first, and then give you my thoughts on it. 4.5, easily. This is my favorite one.
Okay.
What if is my favorite one? I thought every episode hit. The Doctor Strange one where he destroys the universe was amazing.
Yeah.
I never thought I would see something to that scale. The fact that the Watcher fist fought, which is something that I've never seen in the comic books, I was blown away by that. Crashing through the multiverse, fighting Ultron, amazing.
With all the Infinity Stones.
Yeah. The Thor episode was the weakest one. I agree with you on that. But the saving grace of the Thor episode for me was when Captain Marvel came to fight him. Yeah. It was the only time that they showed the scale of how fast and how powerful those characters are. Mm-hmm. When it showed them fighting across the entire planet. And it just kind of was like a map, and it showed them going from like Europe to Hawaii, from Hawaii to Alaska or wherever they were going, all over the map. It was funny to finally actually see that. And it gave us something that we'll probably never see live action, which is Thor versus Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, so that was the saving grace of that episode for me. And it really played on how people don't like Captain Marvel because she's like a party pooper, and people like Thor because he's so fun. It played in that trope, so I thought that was amusing. The final battle against Ultron with the makeshift Avengers that the Watcher put together was cool. It was just from beginning to end. Yeah, from beginning to end, it was. I didn't know what to expect from each episode, and it hit. Like every episode hit, and I was like, "Wow, that's why I got a season 2." It was like one of the first Disney Plus shows to get a season 2 besides Loki.
Shout out to Chadwick Boseman's Star-Lord. I think that was one of the last things he voiced.
Yes,
well.
It was. It was
really nice. It was really nice to hear his voice. To be honest,
yeah,
it was so cool.
1,000%. It was bittersweet. So yeah, that was great. Yeah, really. I mean, even the episode. I don't know if you guys remember this episode. The episode with Michael B. Jordan. Coming back as Killmonger.
Oh yeah, as Killmonger. Yeah, he was still alive.
And how he manipulated Wakanda and took over that whole situation. I thought that was like, wow, this is
what if Killmonger won?
Yeah, it was that was super. Everything was just interesting because they could just do what they wanted without
repercussion.
Yeah, with minimal, like, hey, you can't do that because that's going to affect this, So that's the magic of What If, and that was the magic of it in the comics too. So
and it's canon
in the 90s, when the What If comics were a thing. So
that's another thing that makes it great. It's canon too. It is actual canon to the MCU.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yep.
But I love it. Yeah, you're right. God damn it.
All right, Camille, what do you think about What If?
So I'll actually have to watch What If. So it has no relevance to like the new Black Panther movie or anything. It's
technically no, but it's a part of the MCU.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to give it a watch. I have not watched it yet.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely worth your time. I'll tell you that.
Automatic recommend.
And I know you watch animation already, so
Yeah.
it's animation that's worth your time, especially since Chainsaw Man's done now.
Chainsaw Man's done? What? Hold on.
Yeah,
what the fuck you
Chainsaw
mean?
Man season ended like 3 weeks ago or something.
So that last episode I saw, that's it?
Yeah, that was it.
Man, nigga, what the?
Yeah, we gotta wait.
I said I was gonna stop saying that.
No more.
I said I was gonna stop saying it.
No more Chainsaw Man until 2024.
No. Please don't tell me that.
But we're getting Demon Slayer this year. We're getting Demon Slayer and more Attack on Titan.
And Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we are blessed. We are blessed.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking anime. Camille, we're going to bring you back on for the anime episode.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk anime. I can add more to the anime conversation.
Yes.
I need Chainsaw Man.
In 2024. They got to animate it, man. They had to make sure it's going to be.
Where's my Attack on Titan? When is that going to end?
Yeah, they extended season 4 like 3 times.
Season
so
4,
tired of Attack on Titan.
part 6.
Yes.
When we're 80. But yeah, okay. Let me go on to the next one. But yeah, we're definitely bringing y'all back for the anime episode. I gotta come back. Okay, I did What If. I'm skipping. That's a movie. Hawkeye.
Oh yeah, Hawkeye.
This
Hawkeye.
For me. Damn, I like Hawkeye. I liked the concept that it's a Christmas thing because and it came out during Christmas. Even though I hate Christmas movies and Christmas shows and Christmas anything, I'm like a Grinch. But
you don't like Die Hard?
I love Die Hard.
Okay, I was about to. That's a Christmas movie.
No, technically it is, but it's a movie that just happens on Christmas. It has nothing to do with Christmas. That's why
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
That's why I could allow.
We're arguing about this after the show.
Okay, God bless you. Okay. But I liked this one, but it's on like the lower scale. It's above WandaVision, below Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I give this one a 4 out of. Oh no, that's horrible. I give it a 5 out of 10. It's meh. 5 out of 10. iHeart.
I will go and give Hawkeye I have a hard time giving this a high score, but I'm going to just because I feel like it did a few cool things that let me just go ahead and say this. It's a 4 for me, and I like some of the things they did, like showing Haley Steinfeld seeing Hawkeye like when she was a kid. Like I thought that was really cool. Seeing him actually save New York City and like how she was inspired by that.
Oh
was really
yeah,
cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, I think she does great as the character as well. I think she's really good. I would also go ahead and say I'm glad that they, spoilers, they brought in Wilson Fisk towards the end, and I thought that was cool. Throughout the middle episodes, I was like, this is fun, but not necessarily that good. One thing I did like, I forget her name. What was the character? She had
the mom.
Leg. No, not the mom.
Echo. Yeah.
Yes. I thought she was amazing. I thought that was great, and I want to see more of her.
She's getting her own show.
Yeah,
I did hear that. So that should be cool. I also like this is one of the things that I noticed. I don't want to say it the most, but I think it was around Eternals and this. They started the MCU is just really like adding like a lot of like people with disabilities and like using sign language and other languages in their TV shows, and I noticed that a lot. And I think they included that in this TV show too, and I thought that was cool for just seeing that kind of thing on screen. So I thought that was cool as well. But I'll give this show, like I said, a 4. It was cool. Fun Christmas time.
Okay. Jesus, I think I'm gonna give Hawkeye 2.8.
Out of 5?
Yeah. It was not my favorite. Haley Steinfeld killed it as Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop.
Yeah, her charisma, she fits in the MCU.
Perfect. Yeah.
I mean, like
her attitude and everything.
Yeah. She's a perfect cast for the MCU. I mean,
she's an Avenger.
Yeah, no problem. She's cool. She embodied the character. She played the role really well. I did not like Wilson Fisk being reintroduced into this show. I felt like he was very different than he was in the Netflix Daredevil show. And just fast forwarding to She-Hulk, just like how Daredevil was very different in the She-Hulk show than he was in the Netflix show. So we're getting very different versions of the Kingpin and Daredevil, which
they have mouse ears now.
Yeah,
they sure do.
They have to play by standards.
She-Hulk should have mouse ears. Daredevil and Kingpin should not.
Yeah.
Kingpin would fit well into a Spider-Man movie because he could be as evil as he's supposed to be, kind of like how Mysterio was.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hawkeye just didn't hit for me. I'm glad that they brought Black Widow's sister back.
She was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yo, she's an Avenger. Yeah. She's an honorary Avenger already. Like, she's in there.
That was super cool. As a matter of fact, my favorite scene in any Disney Plus show is in Hawkeye, and it's with her. And it's
in the elevator?
No, not the elevator. When she's in Kate Bishop's apartment and she's eating
macaroni and cheese.
Yes, the macaroni.
I remember that episode. Yeah,
that interaction was so bizarre, and it just showed like the difference between Kate Bishop growing up rich and this girl growing up as a trained killer. She was like, I can kill you at any moment, but I just want to have a conversation with you. And the tension was so good, like in the acting, like how it could be felt. I was like, wow, this is a really well written and like well acted scene. You know, so that scene is my favorite. Like, it's funny that I don't like Hawkeye that much, but it's got my favorite scene of any of the Disney Plus shows. Yeah, so, and I've actually got a Thanos was right coffee mug. So that was another thing that I got from Hawkeye.
Oh,
yeah, I bought one. So I just thought it was hilarious. I was like,
man, why didn't you tell me?
It was so real. Like when Hawkeye had the Thanos was right mug, I was like, you know what? If something like that really happened in real life, people would actually have a mug that says that, even though it was like a terrible time in history.
Yeah.
You know, because trolls. So
yeah. We have people who side with I will not KW. I will not say his name on this podcast. He's one of the most disappointing people in a long time.
Well, you know. But Camille, did you see Hawkeye?
Not yet.
Okay, wait till Christmas. Don't rush. Just wait till Christmas.
Yeah, there's no rush on that.
There's no rush on that.
Just wait till Christmas.
Just wait till Christmas.
I definitely was not interested from the trailer for the reason that you said. Him coming back, I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Hard
pass.
Yeah.
You did the right thing. Oh, okay. This one will be easy to grade. Moon Knight 1. Next. Iheart. Trash. Let me just do it. Trash. Go to trash can on this.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I was actually pretty I was looking forward to the show, and it just missed for me badly. I think it had potential. Like, I thought the acting was great. Isaac, or what's his name?
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac was phenomenal. Yeah. Like, I did, like, the way that he played between like those two like personalities was like, it was great. It was great.
Wasted actor.
Yeah, it just didn't really take us for the ride that I wanted or that I was expecting, and I just think it fell short. So yeah, I give it a 2. I'm generous. I'll give it a 2 out of 5.
And I liked Khonshu. I even like Khonshu.
The best thing to come out of it was the costume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best thing to come out of it.
Yeah.
Waste of fucking talent. God damn it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with you on that one, Iheart. I'm gonna give it a 2. I was super disappointed. How do you waste Oscar Isaac? It was look,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go into the movies. It was the same way that they wasted Christian Bale in Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
I'll
agree with you 100%.
Oh,
yeah.
disgusting.
Come on, man. How do you waste Batman?
One of my favorite villains.
And Alex knows I'm not a Batman fan, but I mean, come on. Like, Christian Bale, American Psycho.
Yeah.
Like, one of the better Batmans. My favorite Batman is Michael Keaton. I'm not a fan of Batman, but if I had to pick one, Michael Keaton.
He's a fan of Batman. He's lying to you.
Yeah, you're totally a fan. If you can name all the Batmans, let's be real.
I'm a comic book fan, so you know. But
no, that doesn't explain why you went to the movies to see this shit.
Okay, all right, fine, whatever. I'm not gonna argue this, but
exactly. Don't do it.
But yeah, it was man, Oscar Isaac though. Jesus. I mean, he was just in Dune. He was in Dune. Come on. Like,
yeah.
He's got a great beard. He's a good-looking guy. Like,
yeah.
He's
one of the better guys out there right now. And
yeah,
they did him wrong, man. Like he probably deserved probably a movie out of this. Movie treatment and something better than they gave him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for me. Camille, did you see Moon Knight?
Yeah, I would agree. I'm not gonna say 0, but definitely like a 1. I could not say interested. It's one of those things you turn on in the background and you start doing other stuff.
Man, I turned that shit on in the background. That shit hurt my ears. I turned that bitch off. I couldn't finish that shit. And then, like 6 episodes later, I see Khonshu's a goddamn giant. He's a kaiju. I'm like, what the fuck did I miss?
A lot.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Trash.
And then remember the scene where like Khonshu used like all of his power to reverse the stars?
Yeah, that was bullshit.
I was like, this would affect everything. Like,
yeah, and if he uses his power to reverse the stars, right? He's technically reversing. Is he? No, he wasn't technically reversing time. You're reversing. You're a god.
Yeah, the placement of the stars. I was like, this is.
Couldn't he just? That's not all your power.
Level of power.
Yeah, he can. Why does he need an avatar to do anything if you can reverse time in the sky? I don't need you. Oh God. Yeah. Okay.
Next.
Trash. I'm gonna make sure the trash cans all over this. Miss Marvel. This one, because I like cinematography, this one was one of the best looking ones that I've seen because like the colors and everything. It to me it reminded me of Spider-Man, the home series of Spider-Man. Yes. I just really like the cinematography. Was it the best? No. I would say it's between a 6 and yeah, I'll say 6. No, I give it a 6. It's a 6, but yeah, it's just a 6. It's all right. But I just love the cinematography. I'm very biased. Cinematography in there makes me just want to bust out all my lights and just start playing around in here. But I won't. 6. iHeart, what you got for me?
I'm going with a 4.5 on this. I feel like this is one of my more favorite shows, largely because, like you said, the cinematography and how they worked in like the CG for like titles of like what's going on, and yeah, exactly. It was done phenomenally, and I think that added to how cool the show was. I thought like in terms of like the acting and like the overall storyline, it was fine. I liked her little relationship with her buddies. I thought they touched on like some of the like her ethnic background and her things that she had to do with her family and her mom, the dynamic there. Thought that was all really cool and well done. They dove really far into the storyline there and going back with her grandma and all that stuff, and I thought that was all really good. I feel like it was a little bit long before they brought it back to like getting to the conclusion of things, but I also enjoyed that ride more than some of the other shows, so I'm giving that a 4.5.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna come right out the gates. 4.2. I enjoyed it. The cinematography, of course, in the same realm. I thought that the I cannot remember what the actress's name was, but I thought she embodied the character really well. She was very charismatic. I can't wait to see her in The Marvels, which goes also into one of the Disney Plus shows. The end credit scene of this leads right into the movie that she's going to be in, which is cool. Yeah. You know what it felt like to me? It felt like a Nickelodeon show with a big budget.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it actually really did. It really did.
Yeah, and I was okay with that. But a lot of people who are probably looking for more of like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like more adult concepts, they couldn't ride with it. But I went into it knowing that, okay, we're dealing with a younger character.
Yeah.
So I've got to watch this as a, somebody who's like in high school or whatever, and kind of understand like the dynamic of what it's like for that person. Like you said, like Spider-Man, that was really a great example. But even Spider-Man's kind of aged out of that realm. So
Yeah,
now
he can't do that shit no more. He didn't in college.
So she's filling in that role now in the MCU. So I had a great appreciation for the show. I thought pretty much every episode was really solid as long as you understood what you were watching.
Yeah.
So, Camille?
Now, for somebody who's not completely caught up on the Marvel shows, what is the impact of Miss Marvel on the MCU and like the upcoming films? Is it planned to that, or is it going to be more so just Disney Plus?
No, she's transitioning into the movies now. So basically, what essentially is going to become Captain Marvel 2 is called The Marvels, and she's going to be one of the main characters in that film. So, and the show basically gives you her origin. How she gets a hold of like handling her powers. There's a main villain. And then at the end of it, once that's all resolved, there's an end credit scene with Brie Larson, who plays Captain Marvel. That's there at the end that's going to lead into the film that they're going to be in together.
So if it's not too off topic, I'm a huge Mutants fan. So like now that Disney kind of owns X-Men, where do you guys think this is going to play into in the future?
Watch the Marvels. I mean, watch
it.
Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
there's
yeah.
promise there. You're not just okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The mutants are coming very, very slowly.
Very soon.
Very slowly.
But soon.
They're teasing us.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
They pissed me off, but
Yeah,
I kind of enjoyed it at the same time, just to hear the word come out of somebody's mouth. Like, had an orgasm.
Been waiting for a long time.
Yeah, and then the little jingle. Oh yeah. The mutants are coming. I think they're trying so hard to do it right that they're like really dragging their feet with it,
because they know, like,
I'm okay with that as long as you do it right. Yeah.
I think they know that if they mess mutants up, the MCU is crumbling. Because if you don't have the Avengers, you need the X-Men. You 100%. Cannot fumble the X-Men. Fox.
I do hope they take their time with it as well. I think I think we're pretty harsh on these shows because we have an expectation that they set the bar really high in the movies. But we do have to understand that, like, for example, I mean, we just went through like the whole Infinity Saga with like all the main characters and the characters that we love, right? And now we're getting kind of like, second and third tier characters. Like we just went through all these like Moon Knight and Hawkeyes and like She-Hulk. It's kind of like these weren't the main characters that we all like looked at mostly, right? So like these movies, this isn't gonna be Endgame on Disney Plus. This isn't gonna be Infinity War with Moon Knight. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like for some people, like, I don't know if you guys are on like Twitter or like Instagram and seeing like people hating these shows so much. It's like, you guys got to understand we're C-list and D-list characters now, right? So take it easy on these guys.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. We got to give them a chance, even though I'm going to still kick them in the nuts. The next one on this list, I did not watch it all. So I am Groot. And that's all I have to say about that. I am Groot.
That makes two of us.
Okay.
All right.
Who watched this shit?
I didn't.
Okay.
But
we thought it was over.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. I watched it. It's really short. It's just a collection of a bunch of shorts. Like each one is 3 to 5 minutes long, maybe. And it's just basically shows like little adventures that Groot goes on when he's not with the Guardians. It kind of fills in that period between
Baby Groot.
The baby Groot period. Yeah, like the little, Baby Yoda type.
Yeah, Chibi
Groot. Kind of Baby Yoda, Baby Groot. Same thing. His little hijinks or whatever. It's just fun, cute stuff for somebody to watch in passing. Nothing really significant there. Nothing that's going to impact any of the movies on any level.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah.
I am Groot. There we go.
What's your rating though?
Oh yeah, you need to tell us.
Um,
Do we need to even watch
Yeah.
this?
Wow.
Yeah. Do we waste our
I'll give it a 3. You know, it wasn't. It
3
was
out of
fun.
5.
It was
Right?
amusing. You know, it was funny.
Okay.
Okay. All
You
right.
know, but and
All
it's
right.
really quick. It's easy. It's like you could literally have it just playing in the background. You know, there's nothing. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
The next one, something I did watch: She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. People might get a little mad. Well, I've seen people be kind of polarized by this one.
This is a controversial one.
I know.
Yeah.
So
Be
let's
careful.
see.
Don't get
Let's see if I can
canceled.
live up to my name. I liked it. I liked it. There were some vibes because I had an older cousin. He grew up in the time of the Hulk TV show, and so you got little hints and cues of that show in this show. So it was kind of cool that it's little moments. You have to have watched that show to notice the little things that they do that kind of remind you of that show. I like that she breaks the fourth wall. She's basically Deadpool. So she breaks the fourth wall. Did it work every single time? No, it did not. It didn't hit every single time. But on certain instances, it did. Near the end, they didn't need to do that. That was kind of stupid. And it kind of like, okay, God damn it. Okay, if I'm going out of 10, shit, now you just made me break my own thing that I liked it. All right, it's a 4 out of 10. God damn it. You ruined it for me. But it was still kind of good. Like, I liked certain episodes. No. Real looking at me like that, nigga. Fuck this shit.
No, you look. I mean,
Real's like, what you talking about? You drunk?
No.
Yo.
Anybody know? I'm a She-Hulk fan. Like
Me
I've been
too.
a She-Hulk fan for forever.
Oh, this man wants
but-
to make love to She-Hulk. There's a
But
difference.
I'm gonna hand it off to iHeart.
Yeah. So I come from a different. Like I never read any She-Hulk comics. Like not too much familiarity with her. But going into the show not knowing much and just kind of wanting to get a feel for like what this character was, like knowing who the Hulk is and what like he can be and what we probably someone of my age wants to see out of the Hulk. I thought maybe we might get something like that from She-Hulk, but I like that's my lack of knowledge there, right? So but I also went into the show just saying like, hey, what is this? Because I could do that with every Disney Plus show. And I actually enjoyed it. I give it a 4 out of 5. And the reasoning behind that is just because I found myself laughing at this show and at things that I didn't expect to. And I didn't think I was going to laugh at this show at all. And I just had fun with it. I was a little bit disappointed with the introduction of, or I guess the reintroduction of Daredevil. He was just a little bit more lighter of a character than we're used to on Netflix, which like I think we can all agree there. Like we're kind of nervous for what they're going to do with his show when that comes out. But it was fine. It played into the show just fine. I could see Daredevil having that lighter side to him when he's teaming up and then doing his own thing and being a little bit more Netflixy in his own realm. But the show was good. It was fine for me if that's what it is and that's what it's going to do. I didn't hate it.
Okay. I give it a 3.7. I wanted it to be a 7 out of 5, but that was just my high hopes for it. For one, the main actress Tatiana Maslany, she is awesome. I've been a fan of her since Orphan Black. If you've never seen that show, you're doing yourself a disservice. It is an amazing show, and it just goes. Episode 1 through 3 will show you how awesome of an actress she is. She's won many awards. So when they cast her, I was like, wow, that's brilliant. She nailed it as Jen and as She-Hulk, but she wasn't well written. Like I said, me being a She-Hulk fan, reading the comics and everything, there were some things that there were some missteps. For one, in the last episode, when she broke the fourth wall by going into the Disney Plus menu, that was very much a I don't know thing, because in the comics she doesn't do stuff like that. her breaking the fourth wall is literally speaking to the reader of the comic book, not like jumping out of the page of the comic book. So that was
a little too much.
Yeah, that was pretty silly. I didn't quite understand where that element of writing came from. The VFX were wonky at points. But they were probably, VFX artists aren't very happy with Marvel right now, so they were probably on a super time constraint and did what they could. And there was no real villain.
Yeah.
There was no real villain. The writing was all over the place. Who was the Titania busting through the walls all the time. I don't know what that was about. That was weird. My main problem with the show was not the actors, even some of the side characters, her coworkers who were funny. They were great, but the show was just so poorly written and all over the place was what made it so disappointing. It should have been so much better than it was, especially with the cast that they had. And they really dropped, of all the Disney Plus shows, they dropped the ball the hardest on She-Hulk. And I'm upset. Because that's the one that I really wanted to succeed, so that way other people would like the character as much as I do. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Camille, did you watch it?
Yeah, I would have to say it was entertaining at times, but yeah, the writing was sloppy in the effects. It was kind of hard to actually pay attention and kind of devote my focus to the show with it being that kind of messy. So I felt like they spent a lot of time trying to relate to people and like current pop culture. For me, it was probably like a 3. We'll say 3. Yeah.
I think we all wanted that show to be a little bit better. Like I had high hopes for it. I ain't gonna lie, I had high hopes.
Well, people try to say that she's very similar to how she was in the comics. I'm not seeing that with the writing and everything. I'm not saying that how they're identical as people were saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boo. All right. I think that was actually. Was that everything?
Yeah, that was all the Disney Plus stuff.
Unless you're going to include the
Guardians of the Galaxy
special.
holiday special. Did anybody watch
that?
Yeah.
I ain't watched that shit. I did.
I didn't watch it either.
You should watch it. Honestly, you should watch it. It's good.
Both of y'all said it was good,
and it's
relevant. I've got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, it's relevant to the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
It is.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, now I'm watching it.
They let you know what the Guardians are currently doing, and one of them is pretty big. There's a big reveal, and then there's a smaller reveal that you're probably like, well, yeah, that makes sense. I probably should have known that, but now they're just confirming it.
Oh hell yeah!
Like
all right, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, we know Gamora's coming. She gotta come back.
No, Gamora's not in. I can tell you that.
Okay, all right, but she is coming back. You cannot leave Gamora out, even though it's
she's in the trailer.
She's in the trailer.
Yeah, she's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The last thing before we leave, the only thing I'll ask, all right, because there's no way we would have been able to get through all of this in like 1 hour. So there were movies that were scattered into this phase 4. I'm just gonna name them all. You guys pick from that which one was your favorite and the one you didn't like the most. Basically, your favorite, and your worst. All right, out of the movies, here we go. Come on, phone. Black Widow, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Eternals. Oh God, Spider-Man: No Way Home, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder, and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. So, where do we want to start? Who wants to go first? Your favorite and the one you hated.
I Heart got it.
I'll go first. Wakanda Forever is my favorite. It didn't seem like a Phase 4 movie because I honestly think like most of the other Phase 4 movies were not that great. Wakanda Forever reminded me of something out of the Infinity Saga. And my least favorite movie was Love and Thunder. This is the most disappointing. I just think that movie was it was just like
trash.
Yeah, it's just garbage. Like it was Ragnarok turned up too much.
Yes,
and it's just like we didn't need to double down on that. And I just felt like it was you wasted the villain. wasted. I can't say enough bad things about it, so I'll just stop here.
Oh
Yeah.
damn!
I'm with you. I could do a whole episode saying bad things about it.
Hey, for real.
All right, so I'll follow up there. My favorite movie of Phase 4 was Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and I'll explain why. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Anybody who knows me knows that. I love Spider-Man No Way Home, but it was an easy win. It was easy.
Yeah.
You brought back Tobey Maguire, you brought back Andrew Garfield. I mean, I could have wrote that movie.
No, you
Like a
couldn't.
cop-out.
No, you couldn't.
It was definitely a cop out.
No, you couldn't. Don't you dare.
I could have wrote that movie, Alex.
Shut
I'm
up.
telling you. It was
Stop
way too
it.
easy.
Stop it! I'm muting
Fan
you.
fiction. I could have fan fiction that movie into $1 billion. But Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, the reason I love that movie, and I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow. Simu Liu literally like bargained for that role over Twitter with Marvel and got it. Unheard of. I don't know if any other actor's ever done that in the history of acting. That just goes to show the power of Twitter. The other thing is the movie starts off as a Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah, which is good.
It turns into like a ninja assassin style movie. So it gets dark in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the final battle, it's full Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
That part I did not like, the Dragon Ball Z part.
It literally was everything that I love. It's a comic book movie that went from a Jackie Chan movie to a ninja movie to an anime movie. So I was like, this is everything. Like, I love this. The structure of the film was fantastic, which is why the director is going to be directing Avengers Kang Dynasty, because that guy knows how to put a movie together. So throughout the movie, you get Shang-Chi's story piece by piece. You don't get the full story. You don't get his origin like in order.
In linear. Yeah, it's not linear fashion.
It's in a linear order, which as a director is an amazing thing to be able to do, to like have scenes and then show why that character had those actions in the scenes that you just saw. So it was brilliant. But that's me being a film nerd. Anyway, it's my favorite. My least favorite, Thor: Love and Thunder, easy. It's trash. Fucking like throw that movie in the. I'm not gonna buy that on 4K or Blu-ray. It was garbage. No. Fire Taika Waititi. Get that dude out of here. He did great with Ragnarok, but he shit the bed on Thor: Love and Thunder.
He's done.
Incredibly disappointed with that movie. He was on too much of a high from Jojo Rabbit and winning his Oscar. And everybody loving Thor Ragnarok, that he thought he could literally just do anything. And sorry, bro, comic book fans do not like that shit. Like, fucking stick to the script.
Rio is mad.
Yeah,
he's got every right to be, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was sick when I saw that movie. I was like, I can't say anything about this. I walked out of the movie theater quiet. Like, I know it's bad when I don't have it, and when I'm not like, oh, that was so cool. Remember this scene? I had nothing to say.
Yep.
You know,
I didn't even bother watching it. I knew it was going to be bad. I was just
save
harder than me.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you've got all the time that you need, because I wasted a lot of time that I'll never get back off of that movie.
So my favorite would probably have to be Wakanda Forever, and then the worst for me would have to be Multiverse of Madness, since I didn't see Love and Thunder. It's gonna have to be at the bottom for me. I didn't enjoy that movie, and maybe it was overhyped for me in my head before I went to go see it. Like, I was really excited to see it, but it did not deliver.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Now I've got a question for you though. Have you ever seen The Evil Dead?
The Evil Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big fan, yeah.
So the director of The Evil Dead is who directed The Multiverse of Madness, Sam Raimi, who also directed all 3 of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies.
No excuse.
But I know exactly. I don't know why you brought that up. That means
no excuse.
Trash.
But I referenced The Evil Dead because it was the Multiverse of Madness was a very Raimi Evil Dead style movie. Mm-hmm. So you kind of like, Sam Raimi's got like this style that's weird.
Of
trash. A lot of people that
style of trash.
He likes to put the worst garbage at the bottom, and then sprinkle in some debris.
But I'm just saying that because I'm not a fan of Multiverse of Madness, but I don't hate it.
Okay.
And the next, if you ever watch it again, next time you watch it, the scene where he fights the squid monster with one eye.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the way that scene is structured. That's Spider-Man 2. Like, he filmed that. The lighting, the special effects, the set, everything is Spider-Man 2. I was like, wow, this is Doctor Strange in Spider-Man 2.
What about the
I
trash?
saw
my
a
favorite
lot of
movie,
that.
so
I saw a lot of that.
Yeah. But what about the trash that was throughout the movie?
That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Did he did he write that in there too?
Camille shut me down. I can't. I'm not gonna disagree. Shut me down. I'm with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do any more defending for that movie.
are you guys gonna see this new Evil Dead though? Are you guys going to see that?
Absolutely. Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. It
Probably
looks
so.
gnarly.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so gross. Yeah.
Confession.
I
I
can't
have never
wait.
seen The Evil Dead.
You need to get on that.
Wow. Yeah, you're slacking, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it a shot. Okay. So for me, my favorite. Come on, man. It's Spider-Man, man. No Way Home, baby. You know I'm gonna love that. And
That's
my
why you
worst,
said I couldn't write it.
You cannot write that. I'm fighting between Multiverse of Madness and Eternals for the worst. I am fighting. Eternals was trash.
I almost
Do
forgot
not do
about
that.
Eternals.
Yeah, exactly. That's how much trash it is. You don't think about it. It doesn't exist.
Basura.
But I'm going to be real with you. I would rather watch Eternals and watch Multiverse of Madness before I ever glance my eyes at Thor Love and Thunder again. The most disappointing Marvel movie I have ever seen in my life.
By
I
far, it's
am
not
a
even
fan. I don't know if anybody has read some of King Thor, but Gore the God Butcher is a very prominent character in there, and he's a beast in the comics. They turned him into an afterthought. He wasn't even we know he killed a god. We know did he even stab another? We don't. Okay, what did he do? I'm gonna be real with you. What did he do? He bitched and moaned about just wanting to get his daughter back, literally at the end, and just gave up. I give up all my, like, how you just give up right then and there? You wanted all the gods dead. Thor is right there. Kill him. Kill somebody. Do something. Delete somebody. He did nothing. Waste of an actor. Thor was a joke the entire movie, and not in a good way.
No.
He was cracking like he's
There
like
was
like an annoying kid in class. Like, y'all not friends, but y'all kind of associates, but you kind of annoying. Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, he's like that.
Yeah.
I hated that movie.
And the goats they kept bringing.
Yeah,
the goats come on, man.
The first time, okay, all right, whatever. Dude, stop doing that. That's not funny anymore. Like, that is annoying. Yeah. I can't watch that movie ever again. You know what? Yeah, I'm sticking with it. I was about to say Multiverse of Madness or Eternals, but nah, Thor, get that bullshit out of here.
No.
You gone. And that was today's episode, everybody. We hate Thor Love and Thunder. And what do we unanimously what do we love out of all the shows? Probably
looks like What If.
What If?
I think What If was the one, yeah.
Yeah, What If? Please watch What If.
Yeah, Camille, you gotta watch What If.
Please watch What If.
That's probably what I'm gonna do after we get off here.
Yeah.
All right.
So
even if it's in the background, you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, you will. I promise you. But all right, yeah. Make sure you follow Everybody Gets One at everybody. I don't even know our shit anymore. Everybody Gets One on the Instagram.
01.
Yeah. See, thank you for remembering. At Everybody Gets 01 on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All right. And then Ego Podcast on Twitch. I will actually start because no one has started Twitch streaming, and I can do all my crazy rants there. I'll keep it on Twitch. I'll probably get banned, but we'll see what happens. And then our guests, you can give out your socials one more time for the people.
I heart. Or okay, Camille.
Sorry, go ahead.
Camille first.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for having me on here. But you can catch me at Soy Loca, SOYLOCA, on Instagram, and then Twitch is So Soy Loca. So SOSOYLOCA on Twitch, and that's all.
All right.
And you can find me at iHeartComics 3K on Instagram, following like all the awesome cosplayers and the work that they do. Let's share that stuff over there. Thank you guys for having me, for sure.
Absolutely.
No problem. We definitely gonna have y'all back, man, for the anime. We gotta talk some anime now.
Yes, Hunter x Hunter, everything.
Yeah. Okay, all right. We'll have something coming up next. We'll figure it out. We'll either plan for next week or the week after next.
We'll plan an anime episode since it's slow in anime right now. So
yeah,
we'll have plenty to talk about.
Right, I'm following the both of you guys on through the Everybody Gets One page. All right, good, perfect.
Dope.
All right, Rio, sign us out.
All right. Oh, you can follow me on Instagram at Griffin_Studios and on Twitter where I post a bunch of random nonsense under Rio_Griffin. Do I have a Twitch? No, I don't use my Twitch anymore. Yeah, so that's about it.
Yeah,
and everybody gets one. Follow us, man.
I know, man. We back on it, man. 2023. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Bye, everybody.